We are yet again here on the floor of the 2023 Munich show. And as you can tell from the background, we're about to do an interview with Crystal Classics. And for the first time, really, we have the entire Crystal Classics team on camera. So everyone wants to say hi to all your viewers at home.
Hey, you guys.
Hello, nice to see you.
And so that's your Crystal Classics team. Ian and I, we're going to wander around and show everybody some of the things that Crystal Classics has brought to this fantastic show. So let's go ahead and let's do that. All right, so Ian, your Crystal Classics booth you're kind of one of the tent poles of the Munich show. This is the area that you guys have staked out. You've been here many, many years. And the absolute wonderful thing this year is you are directly across from the special exhibit. Before we start looking at some of the things that you've brought to market, I would love to step into the special exhibit and get your thoughts on what they have accomplished here.
What Christoph and his team have accomplished for this special exhibit this year is just genius. The amount of work to assemble all of those great specimens from all over the planet, different owners, different museums, and bring them together and show them beside the art, new and old, it's beyond incredible.
I don't think we're ever going to see an exhibit like this again in our life.
This is something very special. It's there's a real buzz in the collect community about what Christoph has accomplished here, because it's just fantastic, and it's a real honor to be able to walk around and see some of the world's greatest mineral treasures and the amazing paintings that have been done alongside them. Some of the paintings from the 18th century together with the original specimens, and it's just remarkable that these things are preserved and they're still able to be appreciated today. And you look at the quality of some of the artwork that was done even 200 years ago.
Right. Oh
my gosh, these are talented people. And it's what is great is that Christoph has pulled together the old and the new.
Exactly.
And one of the great examples is Ksenia from Ukraine here, and her work. We're really fortunate to be opposite her, and some of the specimens that she's painted, one of them was ours. We mined this. We're just admiring your work here, Ksenia. And this is this was from our mine. This we collected in 2017, and she's done such a good job painting this. Absolutely incredible. She's even got the hints of blue to show the daylight fluorescence.
Absolutely.
Absolute genius.
Great balance of the two colors there.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Ksenia, you have done a superb job as usual.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
And we're going to come back a little bit later and we're going to do an interview directly with Ksenia.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Great.
See you later.
Thank you.
Yeah, so for us, Brian, the Munich show is very important. We've been doing this show for longer than I care to remember.
Sure,
we were exhibiting at the Munich show back when it was in the center of town in the old Messe complex.
Oh, wow, okay.
And it's, I'm showing my age now, but, we, over the years, we love the Munich show. It's by far the best mineral show on the planet. Mm-hmm. It's, it's put together beautifully every year with special exhibits. And the quality of the minerals all together in one place, it's second to none. And we use this as a very much a showpiece for our company.
Certainly.
We have a huge booth here. We bring about 15,000 specimens to the show, which is
earlier, I think I said in the setup video that it was 10,000, so I was off by a good 5,000, by 50%.
Yeah, with all the drawers and all the material in the back room, it's incredible.
Super. Now, Ian, we're always inside the booth looking around, but I don't think, I was reviewing some of the old footage, and we never got a real good sense of the size of the booth. So what if we kind of walk a little bit around the perimeter and then kind of work our way into the booth?
Yeah, let's do that. And around the perimeter, we've done a great design, showcasing some of the great specimens we perhaps have sold in the past. And we're very proud to have owned some of the world's greatest mineral treasures. And, they're now present in museums and private collections worldwide. And
well, I mean, even in your logo, you have one of the finest wire golds ever known.
Yeah.
That's now in the Mint Museum.
It's one of the special things in our business, being able to handle some of the world's greatest mineralogical treasures. And it's
all right.
It's a pleasure. This was a great gold from from California, the Flame, which we owned at one time. This is wonderful.
Now, what about these two specimens here?
Well, we won't talk about
the
those,
right one is nice, but the left one's a bit dodgy.
We don't need to talk about those. But one of our big passions is antique mineral books.
Okay.
And we have a huge personal collection of antique mineral books, very much akin to some of the books in the special exhibit this year.
Sure. Yeah.
It's Great Alien Eye.
Classic. Classic.
Right from Orongo. We had a whole number of those over the years. This is wonderful. This is from Colonel Murta, one of the fabulous tourmalines. And we sold this a few years ago. It's almost a perfect tourmaline specimen. A nice cabinet size, perfect. Colors just insane.
Absolutely.
It's just one of my favorites. I love that thing.
Such a sweet piece.
This we bought out of Ukraine many years ago. The gem value alone of this was immense, and you can see the size. You know, it's
well, the hand for size
scale.
reference.
Yeah,
absolutely. But I mean, it's also the color and the clarity of that. Typical of Ukraine. The etching on the side is just
fabulous. And you've got a nice pinacoid termination, which is kind of unusual for there, but just mineral treasure. This was lovely.
Absolutely.
And then we walk around the side here. Let's just pop in here. This is wonderful. So this is a very famous wire silver, and this was from the Prebrum mine in Czech Republic.
Okay.
It's about that size.
Well, that's not life size.
No, it's not life size. It's about that size. But what a piece of natural art. Look how this thing is gnarled and twisted, and what an object. It's one of our most admired specimens. We use this in ads sometimes, and we always have inquiries of, Ian, please get me another one, or how can I get this specimen?
Get me another. I love that.
This is just. It's unique. What a wonderful object.
And when it's blown up this size, you really get a chance to appreciate the dynamic motion in this piece. It looks like one of those wind-swept trees that
How do you even design those gnarls? It's just nature at its best. What a wonderful object. So some more quick favourites, and we walk around to the front of the booth. So lots of classics over the years: German rhodochrosites, French fluorites. This was wonderful. This was a very, very, very fine sea blue green specimen from Sumeb, Smithsonite. And this one was about this size, and absolutely wonderful colour. Very rare, from the early 1900s, and the upper levels of Sumeb. Great Couperin Smithsonite, and this was perfect.
Yeah.
This of all the Smithsonites I've had, this was just a great object. Yeah. But alas, gone.
And that's got to be the tough thing. You want to keep some of these things, but I mean, you're a business. The business is to sell minerals.
Yeah, we unfortunately don't have a collection anymore. So you can't be a great dealer and collect.
And a great collector.
You can't. It's very, very hard. So this is the front of our booth, and we kind of split the booth in half. So this side is mainly European classics. All the display cases are full of French, German, British, Czech Republic. A lot of classics from the old mines of Europe. Very, very popular here at the fair. These are contemporary here. These are full of the fluorites we're mining from the Diana Maria and Rodgeny mine in England, which we operate. So these beautiful little twins. Look at this.
Superb.
Yeah.
And great job in trimming these. I mean, you and I have been to the mine quite a few times together, and I've seen these things come straight out, and it's nothing like what we're seeing here. And it's a careful operation of cleaning and trimming and prep that make them so beautiful to behold in person.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really appreciate the amount of work that goes into everybody actually producing these objects, and the dealers finding them, prepping them, bring them to the shows to sell. There's a huge amount of work behind the scenes.
Yeah.
For the business, not just with us, but for everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's and once you've sold them, how do you replace them? It's getting
Get
harder.
me another one.
Get me another one. Yeah. So you can see this is the this is what you see as you walk up the center of the show. You
Right.
can see.
Well,
you can
in my
see our
setup
booth.
video, that's what I said. We're coming down the main passageway here, and at the very end, you see the Crystal Classics booth.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, we're very lucky to be the center of the show, and it's you know, it's just a great honor to be here. We love it.
Absolutely.
So I guess we should look at some minerals.
Minerals. What are those?
Yeah. So what should we start with? So of course we're very, very well known for our Sumeb minerals. This is all about Sumeb. So this is Sumeb Corner here.
Ah, okay.
So we have drawers of Sumeb and lots of new collections. We just bought a very good Sumeb collection in Germany. Part of it's here. The rest of it will be saved for the Tucson 2024 main show, which
Okay.
we'll have at the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery in January. So we're very much looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
It's not long away now.
I know it's just a stone's throw.
Yeah.
But we're also going to have a November open weekend, the weekend before Thanksgiving,
We are.
which is like just a few weeks away from now.
It is, yes.
So you guys are just nonstop.
Yeah, so some of these minerals will be shipped back to Tucson, ready for that,
Yeah.
for the main show. It's we don't leave our stock anywhere. It's a very mobile situation with Crystal Classics. We're selling things all the time, so we never leave things in storage.
Yeah,
It's,
good.
It's just
Well,
just
that's nice because if
constant-
people see something here and it kind of sticks in the back of their mind, maybe if it doesn't move, they'll find it at the next place. So maybe they come to the November weekend where we've got some great presentations lined up and they'll see it there. Or they come to the Tucson show
Yeah.
and they visit the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery and they find it there. So it
Yeah.
moves with you guys. And that's one of the huge advantages that you have as a company.
Yeah, and typically after a show like this, we'll have dozens of inquiries with people wanting to buy different things they've been looking at or they're thinking about, and it's it's endless. You have to keep very, very tight track of all your specimens.
Absolutely,
because
yeah.
you never know when somebody's looking for a native lead from Langban or a
Right.
Schneider-Honite from Sumeb. So you have to be very organized.
And you guys have a great system of doing that.
Yeah, no, it works. It works.
Super.
And so here's German classics. So this is one of our strengths. My wife being German, we're always getting nice German collections. So here we have very nice silver minerals from all the old mines of Saxony and from Harz Mountains. One of the famous things from Germany. These are all manganites from Ilfeld in the Harz. Great native silvers from Freiburg and Black Forest, and great sulfosides, pyrargyrides, prustites, stephanites. There's a great mix there.
Yeah.
Barrites from Pola. One mine, but look at all the different pockets.
varieties,
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of varieties. Pyromorphites from the oxide zones of the mines over here. And this is all dedicated to German fluorides. And German fluorides, they're wonderful things. Very, very, very collectible, but seldom seen on the market, really, for the amount of fluorides that the mines produced. The variety in Germany is very underrated. I think some of the German fluorides are just some of the best on the planet. And here, more German classics. You can never have enough of them. The German market is very, very, very keen for good German classic minerals. It's a very, very strong collector community here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we see that over and over, year and year. It's just, it's the difference in inventory that dealers carry in the European shows versus the American shows.
Absolutely.
I mean, but you have such a breadth. You carry a little bit of everything all the time.
Yeah, well, we're constantly buying collections worldwide, and as I've mentioned many times before, if anybody ever wants to sell their collection, then we perhaps buy more mineral collections than anybody else worldwide.
Yeah.
And we're very fair with our pricing, and we're always able to pay immediately, and it's powerful for us. So it's just important to keep up the variety, and it's amazing what turns up. You think very often you go and see a collection, you think, how did that get here? You know, it'll be.
How did nobody know about that?
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, you'll find a great Kongsberg silver in the middle of a collection in Africa, and you think, how did that? What is the story of that specimen? How did it end up in Africa?
Exactly.
Of all places?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Some of the stories are just like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
And that, I mean, for me, I love the story end of it. So getting those stories is always a fun thing for me to record.
No, it's fun. It's fun. So let's go to the other side of the booth.
Okay.
Yeah, you see that.
Dodging all these beautiful ladies here.
Oh, hello. Hello.
So this is a nice little showcase for some of our mining projects as well. Crystal Classics also runs a good number of mining projects. We're very famous for the Rogerley and the Diana Maria mine and Lady Annabella mine in England, which we've run since 2017. And we've been very lucky in the mines. We've had some great geological success, and certainly on one of the veins, the Sutcliffe vein, the variety and the colours and the associations of the fluorites have just been, you know, we couldn't have asked for better, to be honest. It's been fabulous. So we started getting them with, you know, with quartz, all sorts of colours. You know, can you believe that and that, and this? It's all from the same vein. It's quite remarkable.
And I think more recently you've had the Honey Bear pocket,
We've
which
had
are
the Honey
kind of
Bear
golden
pocket.
yellow fluorites that have come out.
Yeah.
And you've had the, last year we did a set of wings at the Tucson
right.
Fine Mineral Gallery that represented the heavy metal pocket, which was the galena with the fluorite.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing the variety that continually comes out. I think you are as surprised as anybody when you hit the next pocket. You're like, oh, this is a bit different.
Well, we just hit a pocket about a month ago, right on the intersection of the River Catcher and the Greenbank vein.
Okay.
And it's a colour of fluorite I've never seen before. It's like a deep olive green, which is an extremely unusual colour for a fluorite. And we're hoping to premiere those at the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery in 2024.
Super.
The first weekend there, we are going to do it's a small pop-up UK Mining Ventures weekend.
Right.
And it's going to feature Carl Graeber and Jesse Fisher, who originally worked the Rogerley mine. They're going to bring all the best of some of their finds. They operated it for over 20 years, and a lot of the things have never been exhibited, so we're very excited about that. And they're going to give a lecture series on their operation.
Right. And you and Deanna are going to do a lecture or a presentation.
We are.
Also, so it'll be kind of almost
old,
you know, from the beginning to the end.
So
and we'll be live broadcasting.
Yep, and we're looking forward to that. So that's just fabulous. The response to that's been great.
Super.
And we're going to premiere the new pocket there during that event. So it'll be a nice,
you know, if
3-day
only
pop-up.
you had decent food that you could serve during that event.
Well, you know, it's become very. The gallery's become very famous for the quality of its food there. You know, we're very lucky to have Brother John's coming in and doing all our catering, and they do a great job. So, you know, everybody's welcome to come. You know, during the show, we have the courtyard open every day. It's just great. It makes
I see people plan their day around lunch at the gallery and then visiting the different dealers there.
Yeah, no, it's just become the center of the Tucson show, and you know, we love it. Tucson has become fun again.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great.
Looking forward to it.
So,
which is it's hard for me to say because that's 4 weeks I'm away from my family, and it's like, oh yeah, I am kind of looking forward to it because it's bloody fun there.
It's part of it's just part of, you know, what we all enjoy, and it's hard work. It is great. So here we have some more examples of new. These are all new finds here. So we have we've got a good mining team down in DRC at the moment in Congo, and they're producing for us these nice pseudomorphs of the chrysocolla pseudomorphine barite coated with quartz, which are very, very, very beautiful things.
Well, now one thing that jumps out, especially on this shelf here, are these Cobaltian dolomites, and that pink color, which we also see down here, is representative of a certain event that we're going to be having at the 2023 Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery, which is going to be a charity auction event to raise awareness and create support for women who are suffering from breast cancer. And I should say not only women, because men occasionally get breast cancer, but it's a breast cancer awareness thing. And we're getting a lot of different pieces that are being donated by dealers and auctioning all that off, and all the proceeds going to help this really worthwhile cause. And we haven't seen much of that happen in the mineral world, to create some kind of auction, some kind of momentum towards a cause that's outside of the mineral world, but still affects us all as human beings.
Yeah, we've had a great support for it, and I think it'll be a very fun day.
Absolutely.
So we're very much looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And all the details are on the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery website, so people can click on there. And we'll be advertising it on social media, as will you, running up to the event. So there'll be, I think it'll be very well attended. I know there's some fabulous specimens at the auction.
Oh, it's going to be great. You know, before I started Blue Cat Productions, for 3 years, I ran an organization that was creating awareness and support for pediatric cancer. And so, you know, the fight against cancer is something that has always been very near and dear to me. So when the idea was put forward to do something at the gallery, I was as happy as could be.
Yeah. So it's kind of exciting, really. The Tucson, the Munich show is always for us something we look forward to. Great people. You know, there's some good beer here in Munich. There's no question, and you know, we enjoy it. It's a good time to catch up with all the European customers and friends.
Absolutely,
and it's just been a pleasure to be here, and we look forward to seeing you all in perhaps in Tucson.
Absolutely, that's the next big stop.
Not long now.
We got the little weekend coming up, and then the big Tucson season.
Tucson season. Yeah,
absolutely.
Thanks,
see everyone. We'll be doing live broadcasts from there. All right, thanks, Ian, man.
Thanks. All right,
cheers.